Hi everyone, welcome back to English Every Day. I'm Nika and I'm so excited to be here with you today. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I share simple, practical English lessons every single day to help you speak naturally and confidently. In today's video, we're going to learn 75 of the most useful English phrases for everyday conversations. These are phrases that native speakers use all the time, at work, at school, when talking to friends, shopping, asking for help, or just making small talk. Sometimes grammar and vocabulary can feel overwhelming. But when you focus on real phrases that people actually say, English becomes easier, smoother, and more fun to speak. You'll not only hear the phrases, but you'll also practice using them in realistic situations, so you know exactly how to use them in real life. So, grab your notebook and pen, get comfortable, and let's start improving your English together, one useful phrase at a time. Are you ready? Let's go! Hi there, it's Nika from English Every Day. Welcome to part 1 of today's lesson. Let's dive into real English that people actually use in daily conversations. Whether you're in a coffee shop, at work, or talking to your classmates, these phrases will help you start and carry a conversation naturally. First, let's begin with this common phrase, how's everything? This is a friendly and casual way to ask someone how they are doing or how things are going in general. It's more open than just saying, how are you? Imagine this. You walk into your university library and see your friend Kevin. He has been working on a big project all week. You say, "Hey Kevin, how's everything?" He might answer, "Pretty hectic, but I'm surviving." Or, "Things are good, just tired." This is a great way to check in with someone. Simple, natural, and works in most situations. Next phrase, what's new? This is another casual way to start a conversation. It's often used when you haven't seen someone in a while. You're asking if there's anything new or interesting in their life. Imagine you meet your classmate Mia near the coffee machine. You say, "Hey Mia, what's new?" She replies, "Not much. Just got back from a trip to Da Nang." It's a friendly opener. It invites the other person to share something. Now, let's learn how to respond. Not much, you. When someone says, "What's up?" or "What's new?" this is one of the most natural replies. It keeps the conversation going. Here's a short example. Liam says, "Hey, what's up?" You reply, "Not much, you." Liam answers, "Just finished a long meeting, ready for lunch." So easy and so common in daily English. Let's move on to a very useful phrase. That sounds great. Or sounds good. These two phrases help you agree with someone's idea or plan in a friendly way. Example 1. Your friend Jane says, "Let's meet at 6 for dinner." You say, "Sounds good," or "That sounds great." Example 2. Your colleague Mark says, "We can review the report together tomorrow." You say, "Yeah, sounds good." Short, positive, and used all the time in real conversations. Next, let me know. Use this phrase when you want someone to give you information later. It's helpful at work, in friendships, or when planning something. Example, "Let me know when you're free to meet," or "Let me know if you need any help with the assignment." Let's try this in a scene. Your roommate Lily is not sure if she can join the weekend trip. You say, "No worries, just let me know by Friday, okay?" That gives her space to decide without pressure. Now, what if you don't have an answer yet? Say this, "I'm not sure," or "Let me check." These are honest and helpful ways to respond when you don't know something. Example 1. Your friend Alex asks, "Do you know if the cafe is open today?" You say, "I'm not sure. Let me check Google." Example 2. Your coworker asks, "Do we have the final version of the file?" You say, "I'm not sure. Let me check with Tony." You can also say, "Let me get back to you on that." It sounds professional and polite. Next phrase, no worries. This is used when someone apologizes or is feeling stressed. It means everything is okay. Imagine this. You're working on a group project, Maria says. Sorry I couldn't finish my part last night. You reply, no worries, we still have time. It keeps the mood friendly and relaxed. You can also say, it's all good. This is even more casual. Now, let's learn a phrase that shows understanding. That makes sense. When someone explains something and you understand, say this. Your friend Emma says, I had to skip class because of a family emergency. You reply, oh, that makes sense. Hope everything's okay. This phrase shows that you are listening and respecting what the other person says. Next, I got it, or I've got this. Use these when you want to say that you'll handle something, or that you are ready to help. Example 1. Your coworker drops some papers. You say, don't worry, I got it, and help them pick it up. Example 2. Your boss says, we need someone to lead the presentation. You reply, I've got this. It shows confidence and team spirit. One more phrase for today. I'll be right back. This is a polite way to tell someone that you are leaving for a short time, but will return soon. Example 1. During a call, you say, hold on, I'll be right back. I need to grab my charger. Example 2. At work. I'll be right back with the printouts. Always use this when you step away. It helps the other person know what to expect. Now, let's review. Today you learned 10 useful phrases. How's everything? What's new? Not much. You. That sounds great. Let me know. I'm not sure. No worries. That makes sense. I got it. I'll be right back. These phrases are common, natural, and perfect for daily conversation. Practice them today. Use them when talking with friends. Use them at school. Use them at work. The more you say them, the more confident you will become. Hi again. This is Nika from English Every Day. Welcome to part 2 of our lesson on everyday English phrases. In this section, we will focus on how to make suggestions, express feelings, and handle unexpected situations in daily conversations. Let's start with a phrase that helps you suggest something politely. Why don't we? This phrase is a great way to give an idea without sounding too direct. It is soft, friendly, and invites the other person to join your suggestion. Imagine this. You and your friend Anna are at home on a rainy afternoon. You are both bored. You say, why don't we bake some cookies? She smiles and says, that sounds fun. You can also use it in group projects at school or work. For example, why don't we start with the easy parts first, then move on to the harder sections? Next phrase. That's a good point. You say this when someone shares an idea that is smart or helpful. It shows that you are listening and you respect their thoughts. Example. Your coworker Dan says, if we leave early, we can avoid the traffic. You say, that's a good point. Let's leave at 7. It makes the other person feel heard and appreciated. Now let's look at a very important phrase. Excuse me. This short phrase has many uses. You can use it to get someone's attention, to ask a question, or to say sorry in a polite way. Example 1. You are in a crowded hallway and need to pass by someone. You say, excuse me, and gently walk through. Example 2. You are in a bookstore and want help. You say, excuse me, could you tell me where the English section is? It is polite, respectful, and helps you sound confident. Another useful phrase is, sorry about that. This is a casual way to say sorry for a small mistake. It works well in everyday life. Example, you arrive a few minutes late to a meeting. You say, sorry about that. The elevator was really slow. People appreciate it when you take responsibility in a calm and respectful way. Let's move to another helpful phrase. Can I help you? This one is often used in stores or customer service, but you can also use it when someone looks confused or needs support. Example, you are at school and see a new student looking lost. You walk up and say, "Can I help you find something?" It shows kindness and willingness to assist. Here's another phrase that shows interest in the conversation. That's interesting. Use this when someone tells you something surprising or new. It keeps the conversation going. Example, your classmate Emily says, "I used to live in Sweden for 3 years. You respond, "Oh, that's interesting. What was it like?" You can follow up with, "Really? Tell me more." This helps deepen the conversation. Now let's look at a phrase that shows strong agreement. Exactly. This one word tells the other person that you fully agree with what they just said. Example, your teammate says, "We should practice more before the presentation." You respond, "Exactly. Better to be ready." You can also use totally or absolutely in more casual settings. Next up, that's the plan. This phrase confirms an arrangement. It tells the other person that you agree with the plan and it is set. Example, your friend says, "So we meet at 6 and have dinner first." You say, "Yep, that's the plan." It helps make things clear and keeps communication smooth. Now let's talk about a phrase that expresses concern or surprise. Oh no, you use this when something bad or unexpected happens. Example 1, your friend says, "I forgot my phone at the restaurant." You say, "Oh no." Want to go back and check. Example 2, a classmate says, "I missed my bus." You respond, "Oh no." Do you need a ride? It shows you care and are ready to help. Let's try a mini scene. Your friend tells you, "I completely forgot we had a quiz today." You say, "Oh no. Do you want to review quickly together?" This builds support and shows you are a good friend. Now let's learn. I'm on it. Use this when someone asks you to do something and you want to show that you are starting right away. Example, your team leader says, "Can you update the report by the end of the day?" You say, "I'm on it." It sounds responsible, direct, and confident. Another flexible phrase is, "By the way." This is used to change the topic or add extra information smoothly. Example 1, you are talking with a friend about weekend plans. Suddenly you remember something. You say, "By the way, did you return my charger?" Example 2, in a meeting. You say, "By the way, I'll be working remotely on Friday." It helps you shift topics without sounding rude. Now let's talk about no problem. Use this when someone thanks you or apologizes. It is another way to say you're welcome or don't worry about it. Example, someone says, "Thanks for helping me carry this." You say, "No problem, anytime." This shows you are friendly and open. Next phrase, take your time. Use this to tell someone there is no rush. It shows patience and understanding. Example 1, you are at a restaurant and your friend is still deciding what to eat. You say, "Take your time. I haven't decided either." Example 2, someone is nervous about giving a speech. You say, "Take your time. Just speak when you are ready." This phrase helps reduce stress and shows emotional intelligence. Let's move on to, let's catch up. This is something you say when you want to reconnect with someone after some time apart. Example, you meet an old friend. You say, "Hey, it's been ages. Let's catch up soon." It is warm, friendly, and keeps relationships strong. Another useful phrase is, "Hang on." You can use this when you want someone to wait for a moment. Example, someone asks, "Do you know the train schedule?" You say, "Hang on, let me check my phone." It is simple, polite, and very natural. Let's end this part with, "Sounds great." This is a cheerful way to agree with a plan or suggestion. Example, your friend says, let's go for ice cream later. You say, sounds great. Or your colleague says, I will email you the draft tonight. You say, sounds great, looking forward to it. It makes your reply warm and enthusiastic. And one last phrase for this section. I can't wait. Use this to show you are really excited about something. Example, your friend says, the concert is next Friday. You say, I know, I can't wait. It brings energy and emotion into your conversations. Now, let's review what you learned in this part. You learned phrases for giving suggestions, showing emotion, making plans, and responding with care. Practice them out loud, write them in your notebook. Try using them in real conversations. Every small step helps you speak English more naturally and confidently. Hi again, it's Nika from English Every Day. Welcome to part 3 of our lesson series. In this section, we will focus on how to express honesty, uncertainty, and how to keep a conversation flowing naturally. These phrases are very common and will help you sound real and relatable in everyday situations. Let's start with, I guess so. This phrase is used when you agree, but not very strongly. It's a soft way to say yes, especially when you are not completely sure. Example, your friend says, it might rain tomorrow. You say, I guess so. I saw some dark clouds earlier. You can also use it when you do not want to argue. For example, a classmate says, the test was super hard. You respond, I guess so. I thought the last part was tricky. It shows you are open, but not trying to push your own opinion. Next, that's too bad. Use this when someone tells you something disappointing or unfortunate. It is short, but it shows empathy. Example, your friend says, I didn't get the job I wanted. You reply, that's too bad. I know how much you were hoping for it. It helps you respond kindly without needing a long explanation. You can add, I hope things get better soon. Or, I'm here if you need anything. That makes your support even more clear. Now, let's talk about, what do you mean? This phrase helps when something is unclear. It is better than pretending to understand. It invites the other person to explain more. Example, your friend says, that party was awkward. You say, what do you mean? Then they explain, I didn't know anyone there, so I just sat alone. This phrase keeps the conversation going and avoids confusion. Next, it doesn't matter. Use this phrase when something is not important or not worth worrying about. Example, at a cafe, you order coffee, but they bring you tea. Instead of making a scene, you say, that's okay, it doesn't matter, I'll drink it. Or your classmate gives you the wrong paper by accident. You smile and say, it doesn't matter. I've got the right one now. It helps you stay calm and polite. Let's learn. Let me think. This is useful when someone asks you a question and you need a moment to consider your answer. Example, your roommate says, what should we cook for dinner? You pause and say, let me think. Maybe pasta. It shows honesty and gives you time to decide. People appreciate when you think before answering. Another helpful phrase is, it depends. This means the answer can change based on the situation. Example, your colleague says, do you like working from home? You say, it depends. Some days it's great, but other days I miss being around people. This phrase gives more depth to your answers. It shows that you think critically and are aware of different situations. Let's now look at, it's up to you. This phrase is great when you want to let someone else decide. Example, your friend says, should we watch a movie or go for a walk? You say, it's up to you. I'm okay with either. This makes you sound flexible and easy to be around. People enjoy talking to someone who is open and not controlling. Next, I'm just about to. Use this phrase when you are going to do something very soon. Example, Someone calls and says, "Are you ready for the meeting?" You say, "Yes, I'm just about to log in now." Or your mum calls and you say, "I'm just about to head out. I'll call you back later." It shows you are on time and keeps communication clear. Now let's learn. I'm in the middle of something. Use this when you are busy and cannot talk or help right away. Example, your friend texts you, "Can we talk?" You respond, "I'm in the middle of something right now. Can I call you later?" It is polite and lets them know you care, but you need time. Here's another phrase, "I'll let you know." This means you will give an answer or update later. Example, a coworker asks, "Will you join the team lunch tomorrow?" You say, "I'm not sure yet. I'll let you know by the end of the day." This keeps the conversation open and respectful. Next, "I don't mind." Use this when you are okay with something. It shows that you are agreeable. Example, your friend says, "Do you mind if we sit by the window?" You respond, "I don't mind. Go ahead." It's useful in restaurants, group settings, or shared decisions. Now let's look at "That's enough." You can use this phrase to gently stop something when it has gone too far. Example, your sibling keeps turning up the music. You say, "That's enough. It's already loud." Or you are eating dessert and someone offers more. You say, "That's enough for me. Thanks." This sets clear and polite boundaries. Let's now go to "Be careful." Use this to show concern or give a warning. Example, you see your friend carrying something heavy. You say, "Be careful. That looks heavy." Or you are crossing a busy street. You remind your sibling, "Be careful. The cars are fast here. It's short but powerful." It shows care and attention. Another helpful phrase is, "Make yourself at home." You say this when someone visits you. It helps them feel welcome and relaxed. Example, your friend arrives at your apartment. You smile and say, "Come in, make yourself at home." This makes guests feel comfortable and sets a positive mood. Now let's talk about "I'm afraid not." Use this phrase when you want to say no politely. Example, your colleague asks, "Can you join the meeting this afternoon?" You say, "I'm afraid not. I have another appointment." It sounds softer than just saying no, and it shows that you respect the other person's request. Let's look at "Don't worry about it." This is a kind way to say something is okay and not a problem. Example, your classmate forgets to bring your book. They say, "I'm so sorry." You reply, "Don't worry about it. Bring it tomorrow." It makes the conversation friendly and easygoing. Now let's learn. "I'd rather not." Use this when you prefer not to do something. It is honest but still polite. Example, your friend says, "Want to watch a horror movie?" You say, "I'd rather not. I don't enjoy scary films." It helps you say no without sounding rude. Next, "That happens." Use this to comfort someone who made a small mistake. Example, your coworker says, "I forgot to send the email." You say, "That happens. Just send it now. No big deal." It helps reduce stress and keeps the mood calm. Let's review what we learned today. Phrases for showing uncertainty, like, "I guess so," "It depends," "I'm not sure." Phrases for expressing emotions, like, "That's too bad. That happens. Don't worry about it." And phrases for managing conversation flow, like, "Let me think. What do you mean? I'll let you know. It's up to you." Practice these in your real life, in messages, at work, with friends. The more you use them, the more natural your English will become. Welcome back. This is Nika from English Every Day. You have done a great job staying with this lesson series. In this part, we will focus on phrases that give encouragement, express support, and help you stay positive in everyday conversations. These are the kinds of things that build better relationships and make you sound warm and kind. Let's begin with "You can do it." This is a short and powerful phrase. It gives someone motivation. It shows that you believe in them. Example, your friend says, I have an English test tomorrow and I am so nervous. You say, don't worry, you have studied hard, you can do it. Or your little brother is trying to ride a bike. He falls once. You say, get up, you can do it. This phrase is full of energy and support. Next, I'm on my way. Use this phrase when someone is waiting for you and you want to say you are coming. Example, your classmate texts, are you coming to the library? You reply, yes, I'm on my way. I will be there in 5 minutes. It is common in both personal and professional situations. Now let's learn. I'm not feeling well. Use this phrase when you want to say that you are sick or tired without giving too much detail. Example, your co-worker asks, want to join us for lunch? You say, thanks, but I'm not feeling well today. I think I need to rest. It is respectful and helps people understand your situation. Next, I'm just looking. This phrase is often used when you go shopping. A staff member might ask, can I help you? You say, thanks, I'm just looking. It is polite and lets them know you do not need help right now. Here's another good phrase. Let's keep in touch. Use this when you want to continue a relationship after a meeting, trip, or event. Example, you meet a nice person at a conference. Before leaving, you say, it was great talking to you. Let's keep in touch. It shows that you value the connection and want to stay in contact. Now, let's talk about I can't wait. This phrase shows excitement. It means you are looking forward to something. Example, your friend says, the concert is next Friday. You say, I know, I can't wait. Or you have a trip coming up. You say, I can't wait to visit the mountains. I have been dreaming about it for weeks. This phrase brings positive emotion into your speech. Next, it's not a big deal. Use this when someone apologizes or makes a small mistake. It helps them feel better. Example, your friend says, sorry, I forgot to return your book yesterday. You reply, no worries, it's not a big deal. Bring it whenever you can. It shows that you are relaxed and kind. Now, let's learn. Keep me posted. Use this phrase when you want someone to update you later. Example, your friend has a job interview. You say, good luck. Keep me posted on how it goes. Or a team member is fixing a problem at work. You say, let me know what happens. Keep me posted. It shows that you care and want to stay informed. Next, I'm used to it. This phrase means that something difficult before has now become normal for you. Example, your roommate says, isn't it hard waking up at 5 every morning? You reply, it was at first, but now I'm used to it. You can use this to talk about habits, routines, or changes you have adapted to. Now let's learn. I don't feel like it. This is how you say you don't want to do something right now. It is honest but still soft. Example, your friend asks, want to go out tonight? You say, I don't feel like it. Maybe another day. It helps you set limits without being rude. Let's go to another phrase. I'll think about it. Use this when you are not ready to decide yet, but want to consider the idea. Example, your friend says, want to join the gym with me? You reply, I'll think about it. I'm still deciding. Or someone invites you to a trip. You say, that sounds fun. I'll think about it and let you know tomorrow. It keeps the conversation open and respectful. Now, let's learn. I see what you mean. This phrase shows understanding. You use it when you finally get someone's point or perspective. Example, your co-worker explains why they did something a certain way. You listen, then say, I see what you mean. That actually makes sense now. It builds trust and shows you are listening with care. Next, I'm sorry to hear that. This phrase is a kind response when someone shares bad news or a difficult situation. Example, your friend says, "My dog passed away last week." You reply, "I'm so sorry to hear that." It shows empathy and respect for their feelings. Now, let's look at thanks anyway. You use this when someone tries to help but it doesn't work out. It still shows appreciation. Example, you ask your classmate, "Do you have a charger?" They say, "Sorry, I left mine at home." You reply, "That's okay, thanks anyway." It keeps the mood polite and positive. Now, let's go to good luck. This is a classic phrase to wish someone success before a challenge. Example, your sister says, "I have a big presentation today." You say, "Good luck, you will do great." Or your friend is going to an interview. You say, "Fingers crossed." Good luck. It's short, encouraging, and always appreciated. Here's another important phrase, "I appreciate it." This is a more sincere way to say thank you. It works in both casual and formal situations. Example, your coworker helps you finish a task. You say, "Thank you so much, I really appreciate it." Or someone holds the door for you. You say, "I appreciate it. Have a nice day." It makes your gratitude feel deeper and more genuine. Now, let's look at I don't get it. This phrase means you don't understand something. It's okay to say this. It shows you want to learn. Example, in class, you say, "I don't get it. Can you explain that part again?" Or your friend says something confusing. You reply, "Sorry, I don't get what you mean." It keeps the conversation honest and open. Let's wrap up with one more phrase. That's a good question. Use this when someone asks something thoughtful or difficult to answer. Example, your friend asks, "Why do people dream?" You smile and say, "That's a good question. I don't know, but it makes me curious too." It shows curiosity, respect, and keeps the conversation alive. Let's review what we have learned in this part. You learned phrases for giving encouragement, like, "You can do it," "Good luck," "Keep me posted." Phrases for showing empathy, like, "I'm sorry to hear that, I appreciate it, thanks anyway." And phrases for handling emotions, like, "I don't feel like it, I'm used to it, I don't get it." Practice saying these phrases out loud. Use them in real situations. Welcome back. This is Nika from English Every Day. You have made it to the final part of this lesson series. I am proud of you for sticking with it. In this last section, we will focus on how to agree and disagree politely, and how to end conversations in a natural way. These phrases are important for sounding respectful, confident, and friendly in any situation. Let's begin with exactly. This is a strong way to show that you totally agree with someone. It means you share the same opinion. Example, your friend says, "Getting enough sleep is key to staying focused." You reply, "Exactly. I feel tired all day when I don't sleep well." You can also say, "Absolutely," or "Totally." These are more casual but just as positive. Next, "that makes sense." This is a softer way to show agreement. Use it when someone explains something and you understand their logic. Example, your classmate says, "I couldn't join the group meeting because I had a doctor's appointment." You say, "That makes sense. Thanks for letting us know." It shows that you respect their reason and helps keep the conversation smooth. Now let's learn. I see. This is a short and simple phrase. It means you understand what the other person is saying. Example, your coworker says, "The printer is not working because the paper tray is jammed." You respond, "I see. I will try to fix it." It shows you are listening and getting the message. Now let's talk about I get it. This is another way to show that you understand. It is casual and often used with friends or peers. Example, your friend explains why they are upset. You say, I get it. I would feel the same way. It shows empathy and connection. Let's move on to disagreement. It's okay to disagree. The key is to be polite and respectful. Here is a useful phrase. I'm not sure about that. This phrase helps you disagree gently. You are not saying the other person is wrong. You are just sharing your own opinion. Example, someone says, I think we should skip the introduction in our presentation. You reply, I'm not sure about that. The introduction helps people understand the topic. It invites discussion instead of creating conflict. Next, I see your point, but this is a great way to show that you understand the other person, but you still have a different view. Example, your classmate says, let's just do the project quickly and get it over with. You respond, I see your point, but I think we should take our time to get a better grade. This keeps the tone respectful while expressing your thoughts. Another phrase, I don't really agree. This is more direct. Use it when you clearly have a different opinion. Still, your tone should be calm. Example, someone says, we don't need to practice. It will be fine. You say, I don't really agree. I think we should rehearse at least once. Use this only when necessary and with the right tone. Now let's move to ending conversations naturally. First, it was great talking to you. This is a polite and friendly way to end a chat. Use it when you are saying goodbye after a conversation. Example, you have a nice chat with someone at a networking event. You say, it was great talking to you. Hope we can talk again soon. It shows warmth and leaves a good impression. Next, I have to get going. Use this when you need to leave. It is direct but still polite. Example, you are chatting with a friend at school but have class soon. You say, I have to get going. I don't want to be late. It helps you exit the conversation smoothly. Now let's learn. Talk to you later. This is a casual phrase you can use with friends or co-workers. It shows that you plan to talk again soon. Example, you finish a phone call with your friend. You say, talk to you later. Have a good day. It feels friendly and natural. Another helpful phrase, catch you later. This is even more casual. Use it when leaving a relaxed conversation. Example, you are hanging out with your neighbor and it is time to go home. You say, all right, catch you later. It is short, cheerful, and sounds natural in daily life. Now, let's look at take care. This is a warm way to end a conversation, especially if you will not see the person for a while. Example, you are leaving a family gathering. You say, take care. Say hi to everyone for me. It is often used when saying goodbye in emails or messages too. One more important phrase, have a good one. This means you are wishing the person a good day or good time. It is casual and friendly. Example, you buy coffee and say goodbye to the barista. You say, thanks, have a good one. It is perfect for quick daily conversations. Let's go through a full example of how to use some of these phrases. You see your friend Daniel at the bookstore. You say, hey Daniel, how's it going? He replies, pretty good. Just picking up a few books for class, you say. Nice, I'm doing the same, Daniel says. I think we don't really need this textbook though. You say, I see your point, but I think it's useful for practice. He nods. Yeah, maybe you're right. You check your watch. You say, well, I have to get going. I have a group meeting, Daniel says. No problem. You smile. It was great talking to you. Talk to you later, Daniel says. You too. Take care. This short dialogue includes greetings, opinion sharing, polite disagreement, and a smooth ending. Now let's review what you have learned in this final part. Phrases to agree, like, exactly, that makes sense, I get it. Phrases to disagree politely, like, I'm not sure about that. I see your point, but I don't really agree. Phrases to end a conversation, like, it was great talking to you. I have to get going. Talk to you later. Take care. These phrases help you speak with respect and confidence. They make your English sound real and natural. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just need to keep practicing. Start using these phrases today in your messages, in your phone calls, at school, at work, with friends. The more you speak, the better you get. Thank you for staying with me through all 5 parts. I'm Nika from English Every Day. You are doing an amazing job. Keep going, keep practicing, and I will see you in the next lesson. Welcome back. This is Nika from English Every Day. In this bonus section, we will look at more real-life phrases that are used naturally in everyday English. These phrases are practical. You can use them when you are shopping, asking for help, making plans, or simply reacting to something surprising. Let's make your English even more confident and natural. Let's begin with no way. This is a common reaction when you hear something surprising or hard to believe. Example, your friend says, I met a famous actor yesterday. You reply, no way, are you serious? Or your classmate says, I passed the hardest exam without studying. You say, no way. That's amazing. This phrase shows excitement and adds emotion to the conversation. Next, you never know. Use this when something seems unlikely, but still possible. It adds hope or a positive twist. Example, your friend says, I don't think I will win the competition. You say, you never know, you might impress the judges. Or a coworker says, I applied for a job but I don't have much experience. You say, still, you never know. They might like your attitude. It is a short and encouraging phrase. Now let's learn. That's a shame. Use this when someone tells you something disappointing or unfortunate. It is soft and shows sympathy. Example, your friend says, I missed the concert because I was sick. You reply, that's a shame. I know you were really looking forward to it. It helps the person feel supported. Next, I'm just looking. You might remember this one from earlier. Let's go deeper. When you walk into a store, someone may ask, can I help you find anything? You say, no, thank you. I'm just looking. This phrase shows that you are browsing and don't need help right now. It's polite and common in any shopping situation. Let's try. It's not worth it. This means something is not a good use of your time, money, or energy. Example, your friend says, should I buy this expensive phone even though I only use it for messages? You say, it's not worth it. Or you hear someone arguing loudly. You say, let it go. It's not worth it. This phrase helps you stay calm and practical. Now I'm on my way. We have practiced this one before. Let's look at how it works in real time. Example, your friend calls and says, where are you? You say, I just left the house. I'm on my way. It tells the other person that you are coming, and it helps set clear expectations. Let's look at it's up to you. This phrase means you are okay with whatever the other person decides. Example, your friend says, should we eat sushi or pizza? You say, I like both. It's up to you. It shows flexibility and makes the other person feel comfortable. Next, let's catch up. This means you want to reconnect with someone. It is usually said after you have not seen each other for a while. Example, you run into a classmate you haven't seen in months. You say, hey, long time no see, let's catch up soon. Or at the end of a phone call, you say, let's catch up later this week. It is friendly and thoughtful. Let's learn. Sounds like a plan. Use this when you agree with someone's idea or schedule. It means you are happy with the arrangement. Example, your friend says, let's meet at 5 and grab coffee before the movie. You reply. Sounds like a plan. It adds energy and agreement to the conversation. Next, I'm good either way. Use this when you have no strong preference between two options. Example, your team says, should we do the presentation on Friday or Monday? You say, I'm good either way. It is helpful in group settings and makes planning easier. Let's try. Keep me posted. This is a reminder phrase. You are asking the person to give you updates as things happen. Example, your friend is waiting for test results. You say, I hope it goes well. Keep me posted. Or, your coworker is checking something with the manager. You say, keep me posted on what they say. It shows that you are involved and care about the result. Now let's talk about I'm happy to help. This is a positive and kind phrase. Use it after someone thanks you. Example, your neighbor says, thanks for helping me carry the groceries. You reply, I'm happy to help. It shows generosity and makes you sound warm. Let's go to take your time. We practiced this one before, but it is so important. Use it when someone is feeling rushed or nervous. Example, your friend is filling out a form and seems stressed. You say, no pressure, take your time. It helps create a calm space and shows that you are patient. Next, I can imagine. This means you understand how the other person must feel, even if you have not been in the exact same situation. Example, your friend says, I had to work all night and didn't sleep. You say, wow. I can imagine how tired you must be. It builds empathy and trust. Now, it's been a while. Use this when you see someone you have not seen in a long time. Example, you see your cousin at a wedding. You say, hey, it's been a while. How have you been? It is a great way to open a warm and friendly conversation. Let's finish with all good. This is a casual and cheerful way to say that everything is okay. Example, you bump into someone and say sorry. They smile and say, all good. Or you forget to reply to a message and your friend says, it's fine, all good. It keeps the tone relaxed and friendly. Let's review what you have learned in this part. Phrases for reacting, like, no way, that's a shame, you never know. Phrases for making decisions, like, it's up to you, I'm good either way. Sounds like a plan. Phrases for kindness and support, like, take your time, I can imagine, I'm happy to help. Phrases for staying connected, like, keep me posted, let's catch up. It's been a while. These are the kinds of phrases that make your English real, friendly, and human. Practice using them in your daily life. Say them aloud, write them down. Use them with friends, with co-workers, with strangers at the store. Thank you for learning with me. I'm Nika from English Every Day. Keep practicing, keep smiling. Your English journey is just getting started. Welcome back. This is Nika from English Every Day. In this final bonus part, we will learn how to make small talk and build friendly conversations in English. These are the little phrases people use when meeting new people, chatting in casual settings, or simply being polite in public. Small talk is a powerful tool. It helps you make friends, feel confident, and sound more natural in English. Let's start with, nice to meet you. This is a basic but important phrase. You use it the first time you meet someone. It shows politeness and friendliness. Example, you are introduced to your friend's cousin. You smile and say, hi, nice to meet you. They might respond, nice to meet you too. This phrase sets a good tone from the beginning. Now let's try, how do you know each other? Use this when you are meeting two people who are already friends and you want to know their connection. Example, you meet two people at a birthday party. You ask one of them, how do you know the birthday girl? This helps keep the conversation flowing and shows interest. Next, where are you from? This is a very common small talk question. It is simple and allows the other person to share something personal. Example, You meet someone at a language exchange event. You ask, "So, where are you from?" They say, "I'm from Canada. How about you?" This leads to a longer and natural conversation. Now, what do you do? This question is about someone's job or daily activity. It is useful when you meet someone new in a professional or social setting. Example, you meet someone at a dinner gathering. You say, "So, what do you do?" They reply, "I work in marketing. How about you?" Be sure to ask with a curious and kind tone, not like an interview. Let's go to. That sounds fun. Use this when someone tells you about something enjoyable or interesting. It shows that you are listening and being positive. Example, your friend says, "I went hiking in the mountains last weekend." You reply, "That sounds fun. I love hiking too. It makes people feel heard and appreciated." Now, that's cool. This is a very casual phrase to show interest or approval. It works in many situations. Example, your classmate says, "I play the guitar in a band." You say, "That's cool. What kind of music do you play?" It keeps the mood relaxed and friendly. Next, "me too." This simple phrase is great when you want to show that you have something in common with the other person. Example, your friend says, "I love reading before bed." You say, "Me too. It helps me sleep better." It is short but builds connection quickly. Let's try. "I've heard a lot about you." Use this when someone has been mentioned before and now you finally meet them. Example, you are meeting your friend's roommate. You say, "Hi, I've heard a lot about you. It's nice to finally meet." This makes the other person feel welcome and included. Next, how was your weekend? This is a perfect question for Monday mornings or after a break. It shows you care about the other person's time and life. Example, you see your coworker at the office. You say, "Hey, how was your weekend?" They reply, "It was great. I visited my family." It opens up space for friendly conversation. Now let's practice. Did you do anything fun? Use this after asking how someone's weekend or holiday was. Example, your friend says, "My weekend was okay." You ask, "Did you do anything fun?" They say, "Not really, just stayed home and relaxed." This kind of back and forth builds comfort in conversation. Let's go to. That must have been exciting. Use this when someone shares an experience that sounds amazing or new. Example, your friend says, "I went skydiving last week." You say, "Wow, that must have been exciting." It shows genuine reaction and keeps the energy high. Now, what about you? This phrase is essential for keeping conversations two-way. Use it after answering a question. Example, your coworker asks, "Did you enjoy the meeting?" You say, "Yeah, I thought it was useful. What about you?" This makes the exchange feel balanced and respectful. Let's try. "I've never tried that." Use this when someone tells you about a food, activity, or place that is new to you. Example, your friend says, "I made Thai green curry last night." You say, "I've never tried that. Was it spicy?" It shows curiosity and keeps the topic going. Next, same here. Use this when your experience is the same as the other person's. It is casual and simple. Example, your classmate says, "I always get nervous before presentations." You say, "Same here. I try to breathe deeply before speaking." It shows empathy and creates connection. Now, just wondering. This phrase is a polite way to introduce a question. It softens the tone and sounds curious, not pushy. Example, you want to ask your friend something. You say, "Just wondering, are you free this Saturday?" It makes your question feel light and easy. Let's finish with, "Let me know." We have practiced this phrase before, but it works well in small talk too. Use it when making plans or giving the other person space to decide. Example, You say, "We are thinking of going to the beach on Sunday. Let me know if you want to join." It sounds open, helpful, and relaxed. Now let's review the key phrases from this section. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? What do you do? That sounds fun. That's cool. Me too. I've heard a lot about you. How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? That must have been exciting. What about you? I've never tried that. Same here. Just wondering. Let me know. These are small talk phrases, but they do big things. They help you start conversations. They build trust. They show that you are kind, curious, and confident. Practice them this week. Use them when meeting someone new. Use them in class, in a cafe, at a party, or even online. Every short conversation is a chance to connect and grow. This was part 7. I'm Nika from English Every Day. Thank you for being here. You are doing great. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking English every day. Welcome back. This is Nika from English Every Day. In this part, we will focus on phrases that help you in public places. Whether you are asking for help, finding directions, or talking to strangers in stores or offices, these phrases will give you the confidence to speak clearly and politely in any situation. Let's begin with, excuse me. This is one of the most important phrases in English. You can use it to get someone's attention, to ask a question, or to apologize gently. Example, you are in a crowded bus and want to get off. You say, "Excuse me, can I get through?" Or, you want to speak to a staff member at a shop. You say, "Excuse me, could you help me with something?" It is simple, polite, and always useful. Next, can you help me? This phrase is direct but polite. Use it when you need assistance with something. Example, you are at the train station and you are lost. You ask someone, "Excuse me, can you help me find the ticket office?" Most people will be happy to help if you ask clearly and kindly. Now, I'm looking for. Use this when you are searching for something specific. Example, you walk into a store and say, "Hi, I'm looking for a phone charger." Or, at a library, you ask, "I'm looking for books about travel in Europe." This phrase makes your question clear and easy to answer. Let's try. Do you know where? This is another great way to ask for directions or information. Example, you ask a stranger, "Do you know where the nearest ATM is?" Or, in a hotel lobby, "Do you know where I can get a taxi?" It sounds natural and respectful. Now, is it far? Use this phrase when someone gives you directions and you want to know how far the place is. Example, a person says, "The coffee shop is 2 blocks away." You ask, "Is it far?" They might say, "Not really, just a 5-minute walk." This helps you plan your next steps. Next, how long does it take? Use this to ask about the time needed for something. Example, you are at a bus stop and ask, "How long does it take to get to the city centre?" Or at a clinic, "How long does it take to see the doctor?" This question is useful for planning your schedule. Now, is this the right way? Use this when you are walking or driving somewhere and you are unsure about the direction. Example, you are on a trail and you ask a hiker, "Is this the right way to the waterfall?" It shows that you are trying but need a little help. Let's try. I think I'm lost. Say this when you are completely unsure of where you are. Example, you are in a new city. You stop someone and say, "Excuse me, I think I'm lost. Can you help me find this address?" Most people will be understanding and willing to help. Next, I need some help. This is similar to asking for help, but it sounds a bit more urgent or serious. Example, you are carrying heavy bags and drop something. You say to a passerby, "Sorry, I need some help with this." It works in public situations when you need immediate support. Now, could you repeat that, please? This phrase is useful when someone says something too fast or unclear. Example, A waiter tells you the specials quickly. You say, "Sorry, could you repeat that, please?" It shows respect and helps you understand better without feeling embarrassed. Let's practice. What does that mean? Use this when someone uses a word or phrase you don't understand. Example, your friend says, "That movie was overrated." You ask, "What does that mean?" They explain. It means people liked it too much, but it wasn't that good. It is a helpful way to learn and keep the conversation going. Now, can you speak more slowly? Use this when someone speaks too fast and you need them to slow down. Example, a taxi driver explains something quickly. You say, "Sorry, can you speak more slowly?" Most people will understand and adjust for you. Let's try. I'm not from around here. Use this to explain why you are asking for directions or help. Example, you stop someone and say, "Hi, I'm not from around here. Can you tell me how to get to the museum?" It adds context and helps people understand your situation. Now, where can I find? Use this when asking about the location of something specific. Example, you ask, "Where can I find a pharmacy nearby?" Or, "Where can I find a place to eat around here?" It is direct and effective. Let's practice. Is this seat taken? Use this when you want to sit down in a public place. Example, you enter a cafe and see one empty seat at a table. You ask, "Hi, is this seat taken?" If they say no, you can sit politely and say thank you. Next, can I ask you something? This is a nice way to start a question to a stranger. Example, you approach someone on the street. You say, "Can I ask you something?" Then follow with your question. It makes the person feel respected and gives them a choice to answer. Now, just looking, thank you. Use this when you're in a store and someone offers help, but you don't need it yet. Example, a staff member says, "Can I help you find anything?" You reply, "Just looking, thank you." It keeps things polite and relaxed. Let's end this part with, "That's very kind of you." Use this to show appreciation when someone helps you. Example, someone gives you directions or carries your bag. You say, "Thank you. That's very kind of you." It leaves a positive impression and builds kindness in public interactions. Now, let's review the key phrases from this part. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for. Do you know where? Is it far? How long does it take? Is this the right way? I think I'm lost. Could you repeat that, please? What does that mean? Can you speak more slowly? I'm not from around here. Where can I find? Is this seat taken? Can I ask you something? Just looking, thank you. That's very kind of you. These phrases will help you feel more confident in public. They allow you to ask for help politely, to find your way, to connect with strangers, and to stay calm in new situations. Practice them in daily life. Use them when you travel, shop, take public transport, or talk to people in your neighborhood. This is Nika from English Every Day. Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing. And remember, the more you speak, the more fluent you become. Welcome back. This is Nika from English Every Day. In this part, we are going to learn how to express your reactions and feelings in natural ways. These are the kinds of phrases native speakers use every day to show surprise, agreement, interest, or even frustration. Using them will help you connect with people and show your true thoughts more clearly. Let's begin with, really. This word is short but powerful. You can use it to show surprise, interest, or even doubt. The meaning depends on your tone. Example 1. Your friend says, "I just got a new puppy." You say, "Really? That's so cute." Example 2. Your classmate says, "I stayed up all night to finish the assignment." You say, "Really? That sounds exhausting." You can also use it with a rising tone when you don't believe something. "Really? Are you sure? Next, seriously. Use this when you are surprised, annoyed, or impressed. Again, your tone makes a difference. Example 1. Your friend helps you carry a heavy bag. You say, seriously, thank you so much. Example 2. Someone cuts in line in front of you. You say, seriously, that's not okay. It makes your reaction feel real and strong. Now, are you kidding? Use this when you hear something shocking or unbelievable. Example, your friend says, I lost my phone and found it in the fridge. You say, are you kidding? How did that happen? It adds emotion and keeps the conversation fun or dramatic. Let's try. That's crazy. Use this when something is unusual or hard to believe. It can be about good or bad news. Example 1. Your friend says, I met the president by accident. You say, that's crazy. How did it happen? Example 2. Your classmate says, I failed the test even though I studied all week. You say, that's crazy. I'm so sorry. It helps you react in a lively and supportive way. Next, that's awesome. This is a positive and enthusiastic reaction. Use it when something is great or exciting. Example, your friend says, I passed my driving test. You say, that's awesome. Congratulations. Or, you hear that someone got a new job. You say, that's awesome. I'm happy for you. It shows joy and encouragement. Now, that's terrible. Use this when someone shares bad or sad news. Example, your friend says, my flight got cancelled and I missed the wedding. You say, that's terrible. I'm really sorry to hear that. It shows empathy and support. Let's try. That's interesting. You have seen this before. Let's go deeper. Use this when someone says something new, thoughtful, or different. It keeps the conversation respectful and curious. Example, your classmate says, I think learning grammar is fun. You say, that's interesting. I usually find it boring. It keeps the talk going even if you don't fully agree. Now, that depends. Use this when your answer changes based on the situation. Example, someone asks, do you like working in teams? You say, that depends. If the team is organized, then yes. If not, it's stressful. It shows that you think carefully before answering. Next, I don't know what to say. Use this when you feel shocked, touched, or confused. It is honest and emotional. Example, your friend gives you a thoughtful gift. You say, wow, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. It shows that you are deeply affected. Let's try. I didn't see that coming. Use this when something happens that you didn't expect. Example, you are watching a movie and there is a big twist. You say, I didn't see that coming. That was unexpected. Or your friend says, I'm moving to another country next week. You say, what? I didn't see that coming. It expresses surprise naturally. Now, that's not fair. Use this when something feels wrong or unjust. Example, your sibling gets a bigger slice of cake. You say, that's not fair. Or, your classmate gets blamed for something they didn't do. You say, that's not fair. She wasn't even there. It shows honesty and care for others. Next, I feel the same way. Use this when you agree with someone emotionally or personally. Example, your friend says, sometimes I feel nervous speaking in public. You say, I feel the same way. My hands shake every time. It builds trust and connection. Let's try. I don't blame you. Use this when someone makes a decision and you understand why. Example, your friend says, I didn't go to the party. I was too tired. You say, I don't blame you. You had a long week. It shows understanding and support. Now, that explains it. Use this when someone gives you information that clears up confusion. Example, your friend says, I was late because my alarm didn't go off. You say, oh, that explains it. I was wondering what happened. It sounds thoughtful and accepting. Let's look at, that's the worst. This phrase is used when reacting to something very unpleasant or annoying. Example, your classmate says, I dropped my phone in the toilet. You say, oh no, that's the worst. It's informal but strong. Now, I've been there. Use this when someone shares a difficult or awkward situation that you have experienced too. Example, your friend says, I forgot my lines during the presentation. You say, I've been there. It happened to me last year. It helps people feel less alone. Let's go to, I can relate. This is similar to saying you understand because you have felt that way before. Example, your friend says, I always feel nervous on the first day of school. You say, I can relate. It happens to me every year. It shows empathy and shared experience. Now, you're not alone. Use this to comfort someone who feels sad, stressed, or isolated. Example, your classmate says, I feel like I'm falling behind. You say, you're not alone. We're all trying our best. It is warm and caring. Let's review what you learned in this part. Really, seriously. Are you kidding? That's crazy. That's awesome. That's terrible. That's interesting. That depends. I don't know what to say. I didn't see that coming. That's not fair. I feel the same way. I don't blame you. That explains it. That's the worst. I've been there. I can relate. You're not alone. These phrases help you react in a natural way. They show your feelings, your support, your personality. Practice them out loud. Use them when talking to friends, in texts, on calls, during meetings, in any situation that matters. This is Nika from English Every Day. You are not just learning phrases, you are learning to express who you are. Keep going, keep speaking, and always remember, your English voice matters. You've made it to the end. I'm Nika from English Every Day, and I want to take a moment to say thank you. Over these 9 parts, you have learned how to greet people, start conversations, make small talk, ask for help, share your thoughts, agree and disagree, express your emotions, and navigate real-life situations with confidence. These are not just phrases. These are the words that help you build friendships, speak clearly at work, travel with confidence, and connect with people across the world. Maybe some phrases felt easy, maybe some felt new or a little scary. That's okay. Learning a language is not about being perfect. It's about making progress. One phrase at a time, one moment at a time. Practice every day. Say the phrases aloud. Try them in real conversations. Repeat them until they feel like your own voice. If you forget something, come back and review. That's how learning works. Step by step, you are not alone on this journey. I'm here. And there are millions of other learners around the world who are practicing just like you. Be proud of what you've learned. Be curious about what's next. You're doing more than studying English. You're building the life you want, with the voice that belongs to you. Thank you for learning with me. Keep speaking, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next lesson. This is Nika from English Every Day.